Hello, counterparts of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Feminine. I'm doing it for the feminines of the Sun, Moon, Rising, and the Venus signs. So basically I'm gonna start this out because I just basically made this reading up, or this spread at least. So I'm going to start by getting, you know, some signs, elements, or planets that your sign is ruled by, to just give you confirmation that this reading is for you. I'm asking for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but you know, Spirit does what the fuck Spirit wants to do. If you're new here, I am Austria, the Unbothered Queen, and I'm gonna go ahead and start by giving this information. Then I'll be moving on, channeling your divine feminine, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. What is the counterpart sign, Spirit? And I'm gonna try to get 4 cards. What's the counterpart sign? What's the divine counterpart sign, Spirit? Or the planet that it's ruled by, or the element. Alright, we have fire here. So that would be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. 2 more. Okay. And Spirit. Alright. Thank you. Yeah. We have fire here, like I just said. Then we have actual Sagittarius, so some of you are definitely dealing with one of those. We also have Jupiter energy. So some of you are definitely dealing with Sagittarius. Then we have Neptune energy, Piscean energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Leo. So, yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to see what your divine feminine, your Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo divine feminine is dealing with. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. I'm definitely getting the sense that, you know, they are having trouble speaking to you. Some of you guys may be in separation right now. I'm also having a sense of, like, for some of them, they're having a hard time believing the things that you tell them, especially if you guys are not in separation. Any more cards for the counterpart Spirit in regards to how their feminine is feeling. Okay. Alright, then we have true love, and this is the romance of a lifetime. We also have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Then we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Also have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, okay. So, they're definitely dealing with the fact that you may not be like a type of person that they're used to. Also, I'm getting like a tug between like career or finances versus love as well. Some of them don't, you know, feel like this is true love, or feel like you are their divine counterpart. And that's something that, you know, they're really struggling with right now. Let's see how they perceive this relationship in the past. Okay. Now we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah. And we have the 4 of Cups. So, with the 4 of Cups here and the Knight of Swords, I'm definitely feeling like, you know, this relationship maybe kind of moved a little bit fast for them. They may not have necessarily wanted it to move fast, but for a lot of them, they kind of went along with it moving fast because, you know, they did feel that, you know, this was a different type of relationship, and they did want to have a certain type of, I'm getting a sense that they wanted to do something outside of what they normally do. Because I'm getting a sense of, like, taking shit drastically slow, like, extremely fucking slow. And they didn't want to do that this time. Alright. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands, yeah. Yeah, and then the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Okay. Some of you, yeah, they're definitely dealing with, some of you guys are definitely fire signs. Okay, so it's like, you know, they wanted this to work out. They wanted to win, but they also didn't want to lose their self in this relationship. They wanted the relationship to kind of, I'm getting a certain sense of, like, build their confidence or the self-respect for themselves. Like, it's like a sense of wanting to be stable outside of themselves, but still wanting to be in a union, if you guys know what I mean there. It's like, you know, it was definitely a lot of passion there. Definitely getting a sense that there still is, you know. I'm definitely giving also, like, they did give a lot of effort in this. Like, the effort was mutual. Alright. Why does the Divine Feminine feel like the counterpart moved fast, moved in fast here? Oh, wow. Really? No, we're not doing one of those cards here. I'll give you like 3 more of these, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so they feel like you moved in fast because because it was possibly a situation where, you know, it's like you were ready to be open and honest about this, and you were ready to kind of release past situations. I'm hearing like some of you guys left the situation to focus on them, and I'm getting a sense like they didn't expect that. They didn't expect you to be honest about that. All right. What didn't the feminine expect? What didn't they expect and not want to offer there? Or didn't want to accept? Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't want to accept, you know, like I said, you were moving a little bit fast with this Knight of Cups in the reverse. And they didn't want to accept your love. And I think, again, like I said before, they're having a hard time even feeling like it is true love. They're having a hard time thinking about, like, it's almost in a sense of, like, they may have been emotionally immature, which is why they couldn't deal with this. Yeah, they wanted you to move slow as fuck. They wanted the opportunity to be with you, but they wanted it to come in very slow. And that was what they planned. They planned for that to come in slow. They, you know, they wanted to expand, but they, you know, with your relationship, they didn't want it to move fast at fucking all. They wanted it to move extremely slow. They wanted to put in work, get an understanding of each other before you guys decided to move forward. Yeah, they wanted to win, but they wanted to have time to get to know each other. Like, we have the Four of Swords here, the Chariot in the reverse, and the Two of Swords in the upright. It's like the relationship is so, how do I say this? There's so much power and passion and like togetherness, like it's like magnets almost, that they didn't feel like they had a choice to be with you. You see what I mean? Like they feel like there was no thought process on their end or anything like that. They felt like this shit was happening, is what I'm getting. I'm getting a sense of like it was happening. Like they feel like they were like pushed into this shit, like for real. Yeah, and not to say that that was bad, but just to say like that's how they felt. Like it was like they were minding their own business, and then here you come. All right. Yeah. And it's like the reason that you came in this way is because it was meant to kind of transform how they like make them feel like they didn't always have to, one, be right, and two, always have to carry a burden on their shoulders. It was supposed to, this relationship is kind of meant to give them a sense of like to like transform their view of love and of relationships. And look, 7 of Wands at the bottom, like, yeah, that shit's deep. All right, where do they stand with their person now? How does Divine Feminine feel about the relationship with their counterpart? All right. We have the 5 of Swords here, the Sun card, the 10 of Wands, and the High Priestess, as well as the Hierophant in the reverse. All right, since these cards are so beautiful, I want to kind of show them to you individually. The 5 of Swords, the Sun card here, and the 10 of Wands there. Then we have the High Priestess with the Hierophant. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting a sense of like them feeling like it was hard to, like, really hard and possibly even burdensome for you guys to make things work. I'm also getting a sense of like some of you guys are definitely in separation right now. It's like you guys aren't talking at the moment. Definitely look at your separate, depending on your sign, look at your separation and, what is it? Yeah, separation or contact reading. It's in the playlist for each of the signs. Yeah, and that Sun card is Leo energy there. So, it's almost in a sense of like they felt like being happy with you was a burden. Like I was saying before, it's like a real strong sense of like they feel like career and finance is like competing with love, or like their self, like their growth in themselves is competing with love. Yeah, we have the Judgment card here and the 5 of Cups. Yeah. Definitely a sense of, you know, it's like, okay, there, oh wow, just noticed the Magician here is here too, Gemini energy. Okay, so it's like this relationship, it's ups and downs. were always meant to transform the relationship. It was supposed to be a huge change. This shit was divinely guided for them to be able to grow, like I said before, in the way that they view love and how they see love. Also, in an effort to let them know when it's, when they need to take a step back from, you know, a certain situation, you know, because it's like, a lot of times they get so in their head about something that they're unable to see clearly, right? And I think like they sometimes focus on the negativity of it, and like this time around they're being guided to focus on the love, the light of it, like not the darkness. Yeah. The Seven of Swords here with the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Some of the feminines are showing up in their own reading. Yeah. Capricorn energy there. Yeah, it's basically trying to feel a balance between wanting stability and wanting to like hide behind. It's like they need to find a balance between wanting to like be secure in your union, right? Be secure in your relationship, instead of feeling like they need to, as soon as something gets a little bit difficult, or as soon as something gets a little bit like real, you know, like as soon as they start to fall deep, it's like, oh no, I'm out, I'm gone, I'm not dealing with this shit kind of energy. You know what I mean? Like, crazy. All right, that Ten of Wands energy there. Yeah, it's like they need to release that burden of feeling that way. And this card flipped over, so let's see what the fuck this is. Yeah, with this Nine of Wands in the reverse, it's like they have a lot of anxiety about like letting themselves go and being like their complete self with you. Yeah, see, the six of Pentacles here, they're not used to that. They're used to like somebody waiting on them. They're not used to the natural give and flow of shit. They're used to like being the person that's the giver. I mean, sorry, the receiver, and like not being even expected to give. Like, if that makes any sense. Like for a lot of them, too many cards here. For a lot of them, they're not expected to give in situations. It's like they're just the givers. Like, I'm sorry, they're just the receivers. Why do I want to keep saying that? Oh my gosh. Like, come on. Oh, okay. Yeah. But see, they're having a spiritual, like, with the World card in the reverse, though, that shit's changing completely. Like, they no longer are able to stay in that energy of feeling like, you know, how do you say that? Feeling like, you know, it can only be one-sided, or, you know, you guys, it's like they're gaining a certain level of wisdom here. Yeah, with that Four of Pentacles, it's like they're also feeling like, you know, there's a certain type of, it's a certain type of peace and happiness within being open to love. Why don't they want to be committed here, Spirit? Why don't they want to be committed here? Why don't they want to be committed? Why don't they want to be committed, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so they had a commitment in the past, that it was like they thought it was going to be everything, right? They had full confidence in how that shit was going to be, and that shit didn't work out. You know, they had a strong relationship in the past, and that relationship did not work out with that Knight of Wands there. Like, they went full force towards it. It was a lot of passion, but a lot of things didn't work out in the sense of the relationship, and that's why they kind of decided to kind of hold their feelings to themselves after that. You know, it seems like this might also be the reason why they started becoming like more of a taker than a giver, or being a person that only received love instead of like wanting to offer it up willingly. Like, I'm getting a strong sense of that there. What's going on behind the scenes? Spirit, what's going on behind the scenes? What doesn't the counterpart know? Alright, so what I'm going to give was this card and this card here. Yeah. Like I said before, and this is like what you don't know, but I've been saying it this whole time. Yeah. So we have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy there. So basically what you don't know is that they are, the reason that they're maybe being a little bit cold in this union or in this situation is because they feel like this is the only way that they can kind of heal from it. Like, this shit is, you know, they're trying to, you know, get clarity on why they are this way. But again, this shit is divinely guided. You know, this whole why this thing is happening is because they feel so strongly for you, and they don't know how to deal with this because of how they've dealt with relationships in the past. And it's like super difficult for them to even kind of acknowledge those feelings. What external what negative external influences are they dealing with, or are causing negative place in this relationship right now? Alright. I need to see the card before I flip back over. Goodness. Alright. Thank you. Alright, we have High Honor. So they definitely, you know, yeah, courtship. Again, with those fours, definitely letting you know that this is the underlying situationship. We have community here. Some of them may, like I said, you know, this trauma that they have back here, this may even be childhood trauma. Message of concern there. Yeah. A lot of them, you know, again with this courtship card, they wanted to take things slow. With this community card, it may be family situations involved. In the sense that this, you know, could be your child's parent or something like this. I'm also getting a sense like they either sent you something hurtful, or somehow you like intercepted something hurtful from them. Again, coming back to those negative influences with like the trauma, I definitely feel like how they were raised could be part of like why they are dealing with this relationship in the way that it is, as well as like those past relationships, like I said before. Like, they don't know how to tell you how they feel. What's this high honor card? Balance. The situation needs more balance. If that's not the truth. Like, we had already said that. Like, they're not able to do that. What's courtship? They're not completely there to be able to give you that give and take that you require, or that should be required in a relationship, if we're being completely honest. Cuffing season. This season for relationships are coming up. Again, like I said, a relationship in the past may have, like, definitely did a number on them, causing them to be this way. Community spirit. Angel numbers. You may be seeing a lot of numbers in sync at this time, and we've definitely seen a lot here. 4s, 5s. Yeah, kicked out. Yeah, someone may get kicked out the house. That's clarification for someone that's here thinking that this message wasn't for them up until this point. I'm getting still that, you know, they told you that you were getting kicked out the house through like text or like messenger, like IG or something, and shit like that. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. Give me some more messages for high honor spirit. Alright. We have soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Like, that's why they hold you at the high honor. Because even though they don't want to believe it, like, fully, they know that shit, they know that you guys have a deep connection. Yeah. See, it says healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Then I just say that they're dealing from, like, a relationship that fucked them up in the past. Love calls, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So they may be coming forward with, you know, being willing to tell you this. The community, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think someone may be getting called to, you know, reach out again off this love call to tell you that they care about you. I'm getting a sense of, like, even with that healing, like, going through a situation where they are healing themselves. It says someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. Messages concern. Okay. The butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next level. Healing the inner child growth. Yeah. So, like, even if they kicked you out, look, you guys are still moving forward. You guys are, you don't need to worry about that. Look, you don't need to worry about that. What does Divine Feminine want to tell to their Divine Counterpart Spirit? What messages do they want to relay? Alright, we have One Pentacles, so they feel like a new opportunity is coming up, or a new beginning with you that's going to bring stability. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, we also have You Hurt Me, but that's okay, I guess. So, some of you may be dealing with the person that, you know, kind of projects what, in order, because, like, if you are always a receiver, you could have hurt them by no longer wanting to play that game. That's not fair. I dream about you a lot, too much. Yeah, they're thinking about your ass. They can't let it go. Do you even care? Because they're expecting you to do shit that you usually do, but you're kind of taking it back. It says, I could be your hero, baby. Yeah, that's how you know they're coming towards you. Alright, I'm going to give some at least 2 cards, I'm hoping, to answer a question that you've been thinking about in regards to your Divine Feminine right now. Okay, let's answer that question on the Divine Counterpart's mind. Let's answer it. Okay, thank you. I think we should slow down. Isn't that what I just said in this whole reading? love me. And this is more so like me saying like they're so about self. I feel like for a lot of you, that's how your conversation really goes. Like, because this doesn't really feel like an answer to anything to me per se. This feels like you like state your concerns, right? And then they say they're like shifting how the conversation goes almost. Right? We're gonna get some messages from Spirit. I'm sorry guys if this message is so long. I just need up this spread, so as I get comfortable, more and more comfortable and able to like remember everything, I'll guess it'll be a little bit better. a little bit better there. We'll see. But also like when the messages come in, it's like a little bit hard. Oh, I don't know if I said this, but thank you to everyone that has found me on social media, given donations, or booked sessions with me, had sessions with me. Thank you. I really appreciate all the love and support. We have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current I promise I can read in real life. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I was talking about that in the beginning because that's why that devil, I'm sorry, no, it wasn't devil, it was Scorpion energy, death came out. Like this situation had to happen to transform how they view love. Soulmate, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Okay. All right, so again, you guys, thank you for all of the love. Definitely be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know about this situation, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And that's all.